So the reason you clicked on this video is because I said this is the best expansion yet, and you're probably wondering why. Maybe you're someone that also agrees with me, maybe you're someone that thinks other expansions are better. So this is my opinion. First off, just look at the environment. I mean, I don't just want to say, oh, it's the map is amazing, but it's just lightning, randomly, in this forest, and at night, randomly, auroras will come, and it's always a storm usually. And then there's that huge mountain right there, and then there's another one, and yeah, I mean, that is the key part, that the map is really good. I'm doing this in drone mode because I feel like it's the best way to kind of show the map. First off, I praise Forza for actually giving us water that we can drive through. Somewhere in the middle of the map, it's the castle area. You can drive across the entire, like, water, lake, everything, and it doesn't affect your, I mean, it does affect your car. You do go a little bit slower, but you still can do it. Right now, the thing about this map, which makes it so good, is that it's concise. They say it's the biggest expansion, right? I guess so. I think Blizzard Mountain was a little bit, like, bigger, but you couldn't drive everywhere in Blizzard Mountain. In this game, you can drive up to that. You can drive up to the top of other mountains. And that's the thing about Blizzard Mountain, you can only drive up that one huge hill, but you couldn't really drive up a whole lot of other stuff. So the thing about this map is, you see, you just got spots you can do anything with. And I really just think it is a big expansion, but it all fits. They're not trying to put some stuff in spots that don't exactly work. As I'm trying to get to the edge of this island here, you see, it didn't take a whole lot of time to get to the edge, but you can do races that literally you go across the edge of this map. As my drone's just gonna fall off. That's amazing. But the thing with this map is that you can do all that. You can drive across the, you can go across the entire map. You can drive across the sides. You can go all the way up. You literally can do anything you want on this map. And why did my drone put me all the way to the other side? Whatever. So, first off, when you get put into this, you have to do a lot of the races, right? Now this little map thing is cool here, right? So like I said, you can drive across all this. You can drive across the entire outside edge of the map, and this is that water I'm talking about. You can just drive across that. But the thing about these races are fun. That race is fun, right? You look, this race is fun. You get to go across the water here, although I didn't really like this race because my Ford Focus was not very good for this. But you have these races that are really fun, and they take you across the entire map and everything. So that's why I think a lot of the time with expansions, the races are just chores. You have to get through the race to unlock, blah blah blah, make it to the end. Then you gotta do all these speed zones, danger signs, but they're fun because of the way the map is set up. Like, you got the forest here, which I love the way the map is placed, and then of course you got the danger sign there. You've got the speed zone here, the trailblazer here, which is another fun thing to do. And you have bonus boards in spots that are interesting and you wouldn't exactly see it. Now, the big part are the roads, which I think this is why it's the best expansion, is because of the roads. You have the Great Dolmen here. Now this is a fun mountain. It's not a huge mountain, but you can climb up it. It's really fun. Then you got the spot down here where you're kind of on the outside of the map. Not really much of a hill, but you have the roads that connect to the outside. And I said you have the one road that goes across the entire map, and perhaps the best road to ever be in a Forza game is this drift zone switchback, the needle climb. It is so fun because you've got different areas to go up here, all different. You can see everybody's just on this drift zone, and you don't have to go to like the top. You can go around here, which leads you to the top, but then you got the top here, right? So it's really, I mean, it's a very, very fun segment of road here. But not everything is just based on the roads and map, but what came in this expansion, and we usually see something special come in expansions, whether it be Blizzard Mountains get 3 stars and everything in order to be the champion. This, we have treasure, and we get the TRX and treasure. I'll speak on cars in a second, but I like how every treasure has its own little spot. There's going to be something here, there's going to be something here, something in Viking Bay. This one was found here, right? This one's found here. And they're across the map, so it almost feels like a treasure hunt. And so, if you haven't completed the treasure hunts, you can see some of them right here. Treasure chest, treasure chest. That one's not easy to find. But you have all that ready for you. So that's what I really like there. Finally, last thing I want to talk about are cars. We get a lot of good cars in this expansion. We get, if I can go up to here, I don't have the Aventador J yet, because I'm recording this like 2 days after the expansion came out, so I don't have that just yet. But the Aventador J is it's a really good car from what I've seen. You could do a lot of cool stuff to it as well. You got the TRX, which is the car you get when you first start off, and then you got a really nice car, the Funko Motors F9. This is my favorite one so far. Here it is. The Funko Motors F9, that's not what it looks like. It's going to load here in a second. But it's a really fun car you can do a lot with. Then you get the Lamborghini Urus, the Celine, don't exactly know the whole model name of that, and the Koenigsegg CC8S, I believe. Yes, this is the Funko. Let me just get into this real quick. I'll drive this around for a second as we end off the video here. So, if I had to give the expansions grades, I would say, because it's like a monster truck, I would give like Blizzard Mountain an 8 out of 10, Hot Wheels an 8 out of 10, and I give this a 9 out of 10. It's a better version of Storm Island. I never played Horizon 2, but I've searched up some Storm Island stuff before I made this video here, and that's the needle climb that we can really go up. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take my Viper and drift that up to finish off the video. But I would say it's a strong 9, maybe it's a 9.5. You look and say, I want to know your guys' answers in the comments, but what could they have done better that would make this a 10 star? I don't think they could have done a whole lot better because it was already a really good game. So maybe they could have it to where, like, there's not much to complain about here, because even the Northern Lights and all that comes out normally. You don't have to wait for races. I guess, I mean, there's even 2 Goliaths. That's the crazy part. There's really that one road that we can go up here, so maybe there could have been 2, but then I don't think that'd make the needle climb almost not as important. There is one thing though, I mean, that could be a little bit better with maybe the cars that came out of it, because we've looked at some other expansions like Blizzard Mountain, where we got the Ford Focus, but I think the best expansion for giving cars and DLC cars had to be Hot Wheels, because the amount of cars we got there, we got a twin mill, we ended up getting the Mustang that we didn't have before, and other things like the Pagani's on the Hot Wheels edition. I think those were the best cars. At the Bone Shaker, literally nothing could beat the cars that you got out of the DLC from Hot Wheels. But I think the cars are good here. It's an interesting group of cars because, like I said, you do get the Celine, so you got a little bit of a hypercar, supercar, GT type thing going there. Then you got an old Koenigsegg, because I'm doing terrible here. You got an old Koenigsegg, Lamborghini Urus, the Funko F9. It's a whole lot of variety, and then you finish it off with the Aventador, as well as, I kind of forgot to say, the TRX. But that's the one probably the least amount of people care about, because you get it at the beginning. You don't really have to like work for it, almost. It gives it to you when you start off the expansion. But I still, you know, let me know what you guys think. Do like an actual rating. I want to see your comments. Put your score out of 10 in the comments below, and from there, maybe write, I'm not trying to sound like a teacher, but like maybe like say why you put that score or something, and we'll see how much hate your comment gets, because comments nowadays, no matter what you say, are gonna get hate. So if you say it's like a 5 out of 10, then I bet you're gonna have 100 people hating you for it. But if you say it's 10 out of 10, you're gonna have 1 million people saying the expansion's trash. So that's just my opinion on that. Let's finish off this drift zone here. We're gonna end the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you got this far, you probably should like the video, because therefore you liked it. And if you got this far and you haven't been subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Probably subscribe. It's not that hard. You click the button that says subscribe. Forza, please fix your audio lag. Thank you. And that's the end of this. See you guys next time. It's Knogginator 351.